Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Crypto lifer status, baby. I'm going to teach you some amazing things today. I'm going to show you how we made gains in the trading group this morning, enough to pay for the group for 5 months, maybe 5.5 months, almost actually like basically 3/4 of the entire year. I'm going to show you right now how we did it. All right, I'm not going to just brag about the gains. I'm going to show you how we made the gains here on the Crypto Lifer Show. Shout out to each and every one of you. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being with the Lifer. I love you. I appreciate you. I am full of exuberance and happiness. Today is full of gratitude, love, light, and happiness. Every single day I am alive. I have air in my lungs. I can see, baby. I can see. Sorry. Ooh. I can see each and every one of you. I am blessed. Let's take a big sip of water. We can start to actually have water again in the show. Hey. What do you know? It can actually happen again. Wow, it's a weird concept to actually drink water during the day. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Let's get that music back up and running. We got my man on the ones and twos here. I want to make sure that it's ready to rock for y'all. Let's break down Bitcoin. Let's show you what's happening. 83,240. A bit of hope here for the bulls as we start to get a nice little pump for BTC. I'm going to show you what happened this morning, how we're able to make a nice little gain for ourselves and pay the trader. And it's all about paying the trader. I took a nice gain of $579.73, something like that. I'm going to show you guys how we did it. We're going to break it down. We're going to have a blast. May God bless each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. This is going to be a show. We have so much to show you and teach you today. We have a couple altcoins that look interesting too as well, despite what's happening on these downtrends. I have a special box to show you too. What's in this box? I can't wait to show you what's in the box. Oh, no. What do you think's in the box? You have no idea. If anyone could guess what's in the box, if anyone guesses what's in the box, I'll literally $500. You can guess what's in this box. $500. But the odds of someone guessing what's in that box, I think, are just almost impossible. But I guess anything is possible. Anything is possible. All right. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. God bless you all. Let me pop out the chat. But 83,300 for Bitcoin. We got to see what's happening. Bitcoin's starting to get a bit of a move here. And we're trading on weeks. That's where we trade. That's it. That is it. All right. 83,003. We're getting a big move here. If you took the trade with the lifer in the competition, everyone in the competition should have won. I hope you did what the lifer told you to do. Look, then we crossed the 200 MA again and we pumped again. We could have got right back in the trade. I was putting on a tie for the last, 15 minutes and getting the show ready. I missed this move. I had taken profits on a wick. They started to dump it. They got it back above, and they're pumping the price yet again to the upside. And this is why I buy whenever we cross the 200 MA on the 5-minute time frame. It's a beautiful way to trade. That would have been straight up. If I'd seen that, I would have got back in. We are pumping huge right now for Bitcoin. A bit of a short squeeze in action. And you can see the 1 minute had this rising wedge. And I'm sorry, I would have had this for my trading group. You guys know me. That's a flag when you're above the 200 MA with the 21 crossing. This is my signal. I trade this. I already traded it this morning. I'm going to show you how I did it. But you could have traded it yet again for a secondary signal move there. Unbelievable. Or just the candle closing above the 200 MA. How many times have you seen me talk about the 200 MA and the 1 minute time frame and how we get paid? Even on a crazy Monday, an up and down Monday where things are out of control. My strategies are tried and true. They pay day in and day out. You just got to lock yourself in and start doing it every single day and get locked in with me. I'll teach you how to trade Bitcoin on it every single day. You will day trade like a boss if you hang out with the lifer. You'll be wearing suits every day. But hey, I got another suit on. Nah, you could wear overalls. You could wear your boxers. You could wear whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Clothes don't make the man. The man makes the clothes. But you do know that it's all about the love, right? That's what it's about. It's not about the clothes. See? You knew what it was all about, right? It's all about the love, man. You can go nowhere without the love. All right, so I got to get the content windows up here. I got to see who's chatting. We got a chatty group here. We got a lot of chatty Cathys over here. No, I'm just messing around. We got a lot of awesome people here that love to be supportive and bring that chat. I love the chat. The chat's probably my favorite thing in the world. I'm addicted to it. Keeps me off social media because this chat gives me enough stimulation for the day. And I love each and every one of you that throws a chat my way. God bless everybody here. Super chats as well. Bang, bang, bang. Sweet. We're in 8th place on week. Shout out to Jamal Antonio. God bless you, Jamal. We're banging on them. Let's go, baby. Let's go. No one beats the lifers. That was a win for everybody. That was a win, too. Let's talk about it. Let's break it down. So, Bitcoin. How do we make gains this morning? Wow, it's crazy. So I'm going to go back in time for you and show you what I see. So I open up the charts. I start looking at them. I do my daily analysis, my top-down analysis for my entire trading group, which included from the weekly all the way back down to the 5-minute time frame. And that as I'm ending the stream, I say, man, I see this little flag here on the 5-minute, possible cup and handle to the upside, right? And I see that we're getting above the 21. So I'm like, man, it looks like the 200, we got above the 200 MA. I said, it looks like the 21 could catch up here. Point of control comes into action. Low stochastic. So I start observing and getting ready. I'm up at 7 in the morning. So I've been working in the charts since 10, for 3 hours already, grinding with the trading group. We don't stop. So the first thing that I saw, let's go back now. And I'm going to make this really clear for you. Take a deep breath. Don't worry. I got you. I know you're like, wait, there's a lot of lines, Sam. I can't see. It's spaghetti. I know. Don't worry. And we're going to get to the top down analysis for the people that aren't in the group, that are just needing that extra little bit of insight from the lifer. We got you. So the first thing we thought I had was this flag. I mean, that signature. The Stokes did go low. We touched the 21-day moving average. And what I did, which I normally never do, and I almost paid for it, but I got in here like so, right? And I placed it like that. It was about a 3-to-1 risk-reward ratio. Okay? And that was it. You know, I didn't know we were going to break out. And boom, we ended up getting a massive move to the upside. And I ended up getting hit off on the wick. Let's see. Oh, no, hold up. So, sorry. So this comes up. I'm up. Nice. Like $100. Comes back down. Looks like a bit of an M pattern, right? And I'm like, dang. And then we keep hitting resistance at 82.2. And I keep saying, the bulls got to get back above 82.2. All right. Then we keep going sideways. The trade stays solid. We go sideways here. Look at this. Boom. And then bang, right? Now, I put this trade out there if someone took it. But, like, that's the next, and that was really even the best trade. And then, lo and behold, that thing would fire off. Wick past the target and pay the trader. So, and again, it was a flag above the 200 MA. This was when you were supposed to trade it. This was when I was front running it. There too, but this was a flag above the 200 MA with the 21 touching. I mean, that's just with low stochastic. I do this over and over again. And you'd be like, no, you didn't. You didn't do it. You're full of old shoes. But we have it all here. Like, we have it all. And here I am, too, showing you right here. Bulls are looking for the 5-minute 200 MA bounce here. I'm showing you what's going to happen before it happens. Insanity, right? Then I'm, like, still in here. You can see there's my stop loss. And then I'm like, okay, I'm long. And I'm showing you where I want to go. Just a measured move of this pole. Then it's an complex inverted head and shoulder that looks like it's definitely going to break out. I go downstairs, talk to my sister. I come up, I'm up $573, and the trade has been taken already on its own. So if you want to trade like the lifer and make $573 in a few hours of work in the morning, between 7 and 9 in the morning, I made this money, or 9:47 right there, 9:47, So, but God bless you, and it's from years and years of work. Like, this doesn't happen overnight. I did this for years to be able to do this now. Nothing happens overnight. And then look, it wicked right there. It sold me out of the trade, and then they dumped it. Then they pumped it back to the upside again, and here we are. So now I'm with you. And I said I'm vibing off that win like surgery precision on the 5-minute time frame. I mean, it was insane. It was absolutely insane. Shout out to Master Friend of the House. God bless you, man. Love you so much. I love everybody, man. So many good people in my life. So we nailed it. Another beautiful trade by the lifer. And it doesn't matter. The market could dump. Bitcoin could do whatever it wants. As long as I get these little 5-minute moves, I can make $500 to $1,000 a day and pay the trader, man. And get by every single day and cake off, and then some days I stay off. Some days I make $4,000, $2,000. Some days I lose. It's all, but the key, like today, I'm not going to trade again till after 6 p.m. There's just no reason to. You see what I'm saying? Unless I see something that really calls my name, I don't see a reason to trade just yet. So I'm going to leave this alone. We're going to get back to the smaller time frames. We're going to get rid of the spaghetti. All right. Oh, hold on. I didn't mean that. But we're going to get rid of the moving averages, double-click the chart. I'm going to take a look here at the top-down analysis. Tonight is the end of the month. And I go live for like maybe 30 minutes tonight for the monthly candle close, but just really fast. And it might not be till later, Just do a quick monthly candle. Yeah, maybe somewhere around 9. We'll see. Sean, yeah. Let's do like 9 o'clock, Sean. 9 p.m. my time. All right, so let's take a look and see what's happening here on the monthly chart. So the monthly has some wicks to the upside, showing signs of a possible bounce. But like, the only thing that really gets my goat is that this is real. It looks like we're in for a year of sideways price action, right? I mean, if we're even bullish, right? So we moon up to 98. We come back down to 90. We come back up to 100. We come, and we just kind of do our thing. That looks pretty bullish to me. And we could be breaking out, right? The problem with that is that's August of 2026, and it shows like we're in some type of super cycle, like an elongated cycle. The only reason I believe we're in an elongated cycle is because the monthly has never, ever really made, it kind of made a falling wedge there and it broke out. There was a chance it was making some type of flag here that never ended up, it ended up losing the trend line. But like, it made a falling wedge here. But like, it takes a lot to consolidate to make a pattern. It bottoms. It's funny. Every bottom is a cup. This is why they call me Sammy Cup and Handy. Like, there's your cup. There's your handle. It explodes to the upside. Like, cup and handle's most explosive pattern in the game. Cup. There's your handle. Explodes to the upside, right? So, I mean, that looked like a bull run. And then we still got more. Like, people are so greedy. Like, look at it compared to the last runs. I mean, it's insane what happened if you think about it. It's just we pumped way more than the halving, technically. Like, if we go into a multi-year bear market, you got to be, it's okay. Think about it. We got our halving in 2028. Price action starts to usually bottom out about a year before the halving. And so our next halving is right here. It's not even that long. It's not even that long from now. Hold on one second. It's not even that long from now. You know what I mean? It's like, so, I don't know. It's interesting. Interesting times, right? And that's like a bit of a falling wedge here that could break back up to the upside. I'm just, I'm looking at the monthly. If the monthly could stay somewhat on track here. Now, that's the bullet scenario for the monthly, that Bitcoin's on track. But even if that does it, maybe it makes a smaller monthly candle. It's tighter and it breaks out. And we get there by February of January. I mean, that would make sense because that would be the end of the rally. This would make sense. Somewhere at 100. This would be awesome. And we'd still have ourselves a bit of a bull run. Right? And it would be a parabolic run. So, like this is kind of what we're either going to see this or we're in for some, So, Bitcoin could even go down to 76,000, 72. It could even bounce off 72K. And this is all still something that could happen and come to fruition 100%. So, it's not all bad. And I like to zoom out here and look at things on the bigger time frames before you get too crazy on the smaller time frames, right? Because you got to zoom out, all right? A tie clip? No. Are you kidding me? There's a tie right here, man. I would never clip my tie. Oh, hold up. Now I'm going to, this is crazy. This guy's going to make me waste my time. All right? Now I got to tie my tie again. The right way. Don't play me, man. Don't play me over here. Hey, there's a bright sunlight over here. Oh, I got to fix my pocket square, too. Man. There we go. That's the right way, right? No. What are you doing to me over here? There you get out of there. There you go. There you go. See that, curve? Yeah, you can't beat that. That's okay, and you can talk like Barry White over here when you're wearing a tie. Okay, so moving forward. I like what I'm seeing for Bitcoin on the monthly. There's still a chance that we could be in a parabolic runner up to the upside. There's some wicks there. There is heavy support on the monthly at 71.9. And people front run support. So, hey, 82,950 for Bitcoin. Let's head on into the 2-week chart, right? The 2-week showing signs of a possible bottom here. Amazing if we bottomed on the 2-week, right? And we make one of those like jagged. The 2-week likes to do some funky stuff. Look at Bitcoin here. I mean, look what that, like, what is this? It basically made a backwards ascending triangle, like and this, it's so interesting, right? If you flip this the other way, it comes in, goes down, it's like, wow. Like, you have to flip it upside down and then flip it the other way. You know what I mean? It's more like Alice in Wonderland. We got the shoulder, head, right shoulder here that could possibly take place on the 2-week chart. And you got to just say, like, how oversold are you for Bitcoin here? I mean, you're very oversold in the 2-week chart, below the dotted line. Doesn't mean you can't go lower, but that's pretty beat down. RSI is also in as low as it was in the last dip. Again, not back to bottom status, but I mean, and again, remember, low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Is that not a higher low? For me right now, it is. Bitcoin would have to come on this 2-week chart and take out these two candles and take out the low at about 54,000. I'll tell you exactly what the low is on this candle. It is 54,591. So Bitcoin would have to basically take out 54,500 for me to become bearish. Because then this would look kind of like a shoulder. That would be a head. And then is it making some right shoulder, right? And then you'd be, once you take out a previous low and make a lower low, you assume you make a lower high, a lower low, and then you'd be in a downtrend for the bear market. But so I just don't see a bear market unless we take out 54,500. But again, I'm a traditional OG, trend analysis guy. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just how I see it. So the 2-week chart, some signs of life here. The weekly showing signs of a bounce. Heck, we could bottom. Let's see if the weekly close. This is a good sign. Hey, it's not red, and that's how you get tweezer bottoms right there. 83,000 seems to be holding for whatever reason. And so some good signs on a strange Monday morning with, maybe some tariffs being lifted April 2nd, a lot coming our way. So be careful too. There's going to be a lot happening. A lot of going ons over here. So anyway, that's a very beautiful sign on the weekly. If we can close a weekly candle green, I will take it. One step at a time, one candle at a time, one day at a time. All right? And everyone, there's only a few days left. Every single Friday, ticket prices go up a little bit for Las Vegas. Join the lifer at Bitcoin Las Vegas. It's going to be in the Venetian. People also staying in the Venetian. The hotels will be in the Venetian. It's going to be an awesome time. So if you're excited, and you're not going to go to Las Vegas from the 27th, the 28th, the 29th, to the 30th. I fly in on the 27th. I fly out on the 30th. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have a good time. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here. And may God bless each and every one of you for sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show. Hoping you're having a wonderful day. Hoping everything's going your way. And if it's not, I hope you turn it into such, because you are the opportunity. And everything is going to go your way if you make it that way. Bearish engulfing candle on the 5-day chart closes tonight. Let's see if we can get some money up there and run this wick up. If not, it is what it is. It won't be the greatest sight in the world. The 3-day chart also looking somewhat bearish, but finally the higher low. Still chances of a shoulder, a head, and somewhat of an inverted head and shoulder here to save the day. We still have a low here. We take out that low, I concede that something way more treachery will happen, and there is a gap in the VRVP. We could see $67,000 to $68,000, even on a wick. So chances are still there. We have this nasty resistance on the 3-day at 87.5, and that brings us to the daily chart, right? So here we are, the daily, showing signs of a possible bounce, 83,163 for Bitcoin. I probably could have scalped while I was doing this, but it's okay. My job is to do the top-down analysis. Some days I jump on in there, but because I already ate a steak, technically, which means I took a fat gain, I don't feel the need to jump on in so harshly, so immediately, so feastily. I don't need to be so feastly, like I need to feast. The adverb of feasting. 83,250 though. Bitcoin getting a beautiful bounce on the day, showing signs of a possible higher low for Bitcoin. Might actually be a beautiful long here. Let's take a Fibonacci retracement. It looks to me like you're bouncing right near the golden Paquito. That is the golden pocket. You are in right there. And Bitcoin 83.3 now. I'm like, dang, why didn't I take another scalpelino? I'm about to get back into brass tacks here and see what's happening on my week's account. We're missing some gains. But no worries, we'll be here every single day catching the hottest liquidity moves in the game, making sure we do not miss over and over again. So, and bear with me, running BOOKMAP is eating up. I may have to dip out. Let's take a look at what BOOKMAP is saying, though. We got our liquidations and everything. I mean, BOOKMAP's got liquidity above us, suggesting it's going to go liquidate a short at 84,000. That's what we see, and Bitcoin is ripping right now. 84,300, right? So, 83,004. Getting a beautiful daily bounce for Bitcoin. Unbelievable. Low stochastic. Hey, there's still hidden bullish divergence. You have to remember that. This is technically a falling wedge, right? It could be even looked at slightly like a cup and handle for Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at the S&P. The dollar was dumping. They just flushed this during the weekend, and now bang. Back to the dollar. So we're going to take a look at the DXY. We're going to take a look at the S&P futures, the NASDAQ. And, we're also going to see what's happening on the week ahead. So you're privy to the information that you have to know about, like when there's going to be volatility in the market and for what reasons, based on red folder days. I mean, that's a nice bounce there for Bitcoin. The 4-hour had bullish divergence there too, and we talked about it last night. Who got my update, and even this morning. But 4-hour bullish divvy for Bitcoin. That's what had me kind of going on the long. Look, I could have stayed in that long and I would have made like 2 racks. Dang, but it's okay. I'm super happy with what I did make. This had some head and shoulder vibes, but this morning they got the pump on for Bitcoin. So nice bullish divvy there. Also on the 1-hour time frame, you can see bullish divergence, a move up on the RSI, a move down on price action, and it gave us a little bit of love. Even the indicator that I use is the stochastics RSI with divergences with divs. How you add it is you go up here and type in RSI. Type in stochastics RSI with divergences. We are high now on the RSI on the 1-hour time frame. Nice pump, a little away for the 21-day moving average. We could pump up a little bit, but it would be more like price action to make some type of flag throughout the day now. Seems to be that was most of the liquidity. Now either we just fail and we dump down, which could happen, or we go sideways, the 21 crosses, and my next trade is in 4 to 5 hours and a beautiful flag on the 1-hour time frame. Looks like that's what I'm going to be looking for when the stochastics RSI reset to the downside and become oversold again. They can stay up here too and go sideways and pump, but it's rare. It's more like we're going to come down there, go sideways. That would be ideal. This would be the most ideal scenario. It doesn't mean it has to happen, but it would be the most ideal. I like to trade the highest probability setups. So that's what I'm looking for BTC. Okay? Bitcoin's still looking pretty good. We got the information flying at us pretty fast. And $84,000 still looks like a level we may be eyeing in an hour or two here for BTC. So here we go. So look, we crossed the 1-minute 200 MA right there, and that's my signal. Could have taken it right here, put a stop below it. Massive gains. Flipped around, that closed above it, got in. Massive gain. It's such a simple way to trade. I take students that have no idea how to trade. I give them one yellow line and I teach them how to stay consistent. Give them a demo account, tell them to do it 200 times. Next thing you know, you're comfortable, you're ready to rock. This isn't rocket science. You could do this too. You got to believe in yourself. I was a mess. I had no strategies. I found a group of people, the crypto lifers. I did join a trading group beforehand. That trading group is since dismantled, and the owner has gone on to a new world. But, Blessings on blessings. My mentor was amazing. Taught me so much about the charts. Just taught me how to think logically. My strategies are a lot different than my mentors. I use the same indicators, but my strategies are different. But it's more about the thought process that he gave me. He was with me for years, and it was his consistency to his life and his craft. Like, when I saw how consistent he was, that's when I realized how hard I was going to have to work to make it. And I said, I'd like to actually do that for the world too. I want to show them what hard work does. Everyone thinks it's like this fast break or, people get born into money. But I could tell you it's no further than the truth. Anything can happen. Things change drastically. And anything can happen. So always focus, always stay on the ball here, no matter what. One thing I do, oh man, I may have to look into something here. Just got to make sure one thing is going down. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. You got to give me 1 second. Just 1 second. I'm in the middle of something huge in my life, and I need 1 second. All right, sorry, everybody. Back to brass tacks. Just want to make sure I did everything I was supposed to do for my wife. I don't want to get yelled at. You know how it is, man. Nah, I'm just joking. She's the best. No, but I wanted to make sure that we were on brass tacks doing what we needed to do. Let's take a look at what's happening to Bitcoin here and see if there's another live trade to be had. This looks pretty interesting. Funny little flag, but it's got some promise to it. The way the 21's curving, the way it has that like kind of a shoulder, head right shoulder, bit of a cup and handle vibe there. And I'm the cup and handle guy. It's got me going a little bit. It's got me going. And then the fact that we're above the 200 MA, touching the 21-day moving average is just another good sign for me that we may be getting some type of continuation to the upside here for Bitcoin. Let me take a look at my 15-minute time frame. The 15-minute just got above the 200 MA. I discussed this with the trading group this morning. And honestly, whenever we get above the 200 MA, that's a very bullish sign for the 15-minute time frame. That's another trade I think I'll dabble with. I made $579. I'm just going to risk $100 of it to see if I can make an extra $200 to $300 today and not go too crazy. You see? We don't want to lose our capital for the competition. We want to continue to win our P&L. The key is not to just chip away. Everyone wants to be a big shot. We don't, I do like you big traders. You guys swing. But here it's just simple, one step at a time, one day at a time, one movement at a time. That's how I got where I was at, by not being a big shot, by being humble, by just simply chipping away each and every day. And so that's the plan here. So yeah, we'll do like 117 for 348. We'll lock in that idea there. It looks pretty okay. Good chance we could lose. It is Monday, so I'm not going to go too hard. But that's the next trade on the board of the competition that I would be taking. And you take the risk that you want, but the odds are likely that we could stay above the 200 MA. The 21 can come and cross. We make an even bigger move to the upside, right? So we've zeroed in on Bitcoin, to the 1 hour time frame. And to me, it does also look like the 1 hour is going to cool off here and kind of hang out with the 21-day moving average. We can see there's a clear resistance and support bounce resistance. So we need to flip that level that we just kind of wicked right to. And you can see we didn't get back above it, 83,005. So we got to get back above 83,500 to remain bullish. All right, let me get back into the chat. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Marlene. Shout out to Certified Grinders. Shout out to Arthur, Losar Cryptos. Shout out to Serala Chain. Entering the banana zone. Maybe you never know. Shout out to How's Sweet Looking. Shout out to Run Up and Doze. Shout out to all the beautiful people here on the live. Shout out to Jamie. If you want to sign up to weeks, we have it right here in the comments, in the pinned comment right there. Nick, hit that right there, and you can join our competition and become one of the lifers as we start the trading competition. Can they still join it? You can only join it the day of it. Maybe you can't join it anywhere. I don't know. Travis from Pennsylvania, we love you too. This channel is the one I look forward to every day. Thank you for all the priceless content and the life lessons. You speak words of wisdom. Hey, God bless you, man. Thank you so much for the light, love, and happiness in which you've sent my way today, for being so nice on the live stream. May God bless you, and thank you so, so very much. Amen. Let's get back to BOOKMAP. It's showing even stronger strength of a move to 84,000 now. Every time it dangles a little lower, the shorts get a little happier. But they don't understand the power of that 15-minute 200 That could really get us a bullish Monday here and some type of reversal. At any moment, the market could reverse all the way, start a pump, and we could be back on track, and everyone would be like, but I thought it was a bear market. I thought it was over. They got a lot of people shook, especially younger people under 30, 35. Once you're 40, man, you're halfway through your life already. You've seen so many pumps and dumps. You know that you're going to be able to make it 4 years from now, and you know 4 years from now things will be different. And so you just shrug it off and keep pushing. And that's just the lifer way. There's no other way. Understand? Amen. So that trade's up already 0.1%. 1-1. It was 11-1. It was 11-11 at 1%, right? But we'll see. I'm not trying to but just I like this. This is exactly what I love. And so I've studied, I found something pretty cool in the market that I've studied that pays me for my studies. It's like you spent the time doing it, and now all that time comes back to you. Fear and Greed Index at 34. Might be some of the last few times to buy BTC if this keeps coming all the way back up to 80 or 90. I'll tell you, that 10 was a gift. We may never get 10 again. Need I digress? But hey, I looked at this on the max, and you can see, you only go to 10 and 11 right there. We hit it right. That was a gift. The last time we were this low was in July of 2023. We're talking almost 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, and then again there in 2021, almost 4 years ago. My goodness. And there's March of 2025 years ago. And in Bitcoin's basically entire life, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clusters, and maybe 10 or 12 times there, but really 13 times in its life has it ever done this. So it's almost like if you don't sell up here, and sell altcoins, again, it was really a Bitcoin cycle at this point though. So it almost has to be leverage trades that have to be sold at the top, because Bitcoin's just been showing too many good volatile signs of a move. But anyway, Fear and Greed at 34, a really good price action to watch. The 2-week chart too, and Bitcoin with a strong move to the upside here. Getting ferocious. There's my BITUNIX account too as well. BITUNIX is awesome. We still are running a BITUNIX campaign. All right. If you trade $1,000, you get money. You get USD back. And if you trade more than that, 4,000 to 5,000, and if you trade more of the volume, and then if we can get the volume past 500 million in the entire trading group, we can get the rewards to 20K and a Rolex. So. But that looks bullish to me. The 5-minute looks very interesting. The 15-minute looks interesting too as well. Could be a trade right there on BITUNIX, just like that. I'll make it small. But, and I usually don't trade Monday, but I like what I'm seeing here. Stop loss, take profit, and I'm good to go. And look at that. It's 114 for 316. I don't even know how I did it, but I got 1 for 3 on the word. And there you go. I trade 10 of these. If I lose 7 of them, I lose 700. If I win 3, I win 900. I'm still up $300 on the trade. Understand? So that's the key behind it all. That's the key behind it all. One thing I'm going to do, if I can, there it is, yeah. I'm just going to bring the exposure down a bit. There we go. Looks beautiful now. I didn't need to be so exposed. But I'm ching. Anyway, so there's if you're on BITUNIX, you're more comfortable. That's the trade on BITUNIX. I also have a link to BITUNIX if you want to jump on in. So we're running a BITUNIX campaign and a week's competition. And but despite all of these exchanges, I gotta always talk about my baby MEXC because that is the least amount of fees of any exchange. 0% and then 0.01, and then if you hold the token, it's even better. But man, this is a nice pump that's happening to the upside here. I told you I'm the king of 3%. Nobody makes 3% faster than me, right? 3.33, baby. Bedmala, baby, all the way to the upside. I'm going to show you how to do real estate. No, but seriously, what a nice move for Bitcoin on the 1 hour time frame, on the 15-minute. The 1 hour might continue. You are getting further and further away from the 21-day moving average. It tells me that either the daily is going to rip a new face, and we may be into one of those big daily trades here that's about to ripski to the upski. Let's take a look at our daily. Yeah, so let's talk about this possibly making a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder to the upside for Bitcoin. So you saw my live trades. I showed you how I live traded this morning. You would have been in the trading group to catch those. I'm sorry, I go live at 10, but we trade at 7 in the morning. We start kicking it early, bird style. Sometimes even earlier, depending on the day. Sometimes later when I'm up till 2 in the morning trading, but that means we're making gains when we wake up, so we can take a break at 7 in the morning. But we trade all types of hours and times. If you're from around the world, it doesn't matter. I only take 5 hours off, really, and we got people that are pumping, and we got people on the West Coast. So if I pass out at 3, my man Master Friend's going till at least 1 or 2 because that's his 10 or 11 o'clock at night. So we've got so much action in the group. It's one of the greatest places to be, and people know what's up. Yeah, so there's a possible cup and handle here for Bitcoin, for Sheezy, for shows. And let's pull that Fibonacci here from wick to wick. And that definitely touched down into that golden pocket right there. And we can extend it I like to just, bang. And then put it right where it's got to go. Just to be precise. But yeah, we touched into the golden pocket. I don't care if you sniffle on it. I don't care if you breathe on it. I don't care if a particle of a hair touches it. It's been touched. And honestly, the way I look at this, and I'm pretty, that's like a breakout to me. You see? Like to me, like that falling wedge technically broke out. Look at the 12-hour time frame. And that's a statement right now. Now, again, it's just one move. It could turn into nothing. We could get rejected. But it's better than nothing. And we've had, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the biggest green candle we've seen since the 24th of March. So it's been a week, man, since we've seen any love like this. We've been getting battered. Beautiful, beautiful cup with a move to the upside. Last day of March as we head in to April Fool's Day. So, and that takes us where to $94,912 for Bitcoin. So, hey, and again, we could look at it a couple ways, but that is a shoulder right there. That is a head right there. That, to me, could be a shoulder for a move to the upside. This could be shoulders. This could be a little shoulder, and it's almost like a complex inverted head and shoulder, too, just hidden in the midst of confusion. And nobody can see through the trees. So there's some bullishness action here for Bitcoin. 618 pullback bounce. Again, we have a major resistance. I wouldn't get even too happy until we break 87,800, 87,650, 700 area. We got to bust through there, and even there, and there. And then again, the point of control at 96,000. But again, one step at a time. The stochastics have been oversold. For us from going from the top to the bottom, that thing could have launched us way further down, and there's a chance we are going lower. But right now, the shorts are maybe questioning whether they should be in, and they may start taking profits. When they take profits, they start buying. People start getting stopped out, they start buying. So we'll see what happens. But Bitcoin is pretty bullish right now, and our trade is ripping to the upside. So if you took the trade, you're in the gain, up 4%. For me, I put $1,000 in the trade, I'm up $40. So if you put 10 grand or whatever and I don't know what people do, and please do not trade leverage if you don't know what you're doing. And I would trade it on demo over and over again. I looked at GME, I put this in a cup and handle, this thing ripped to the upside. I didn't even give it to the trading group, I didn't have a chance. I had this drawn, waiting though, I promised Scout's honor, sitting there waiting. So what's in the box, right? What's in the box? What's in the box? You know, this box has been sitting in my house for as long as I've known, right? These are the napkins my mom and dad created at their wedding. Or maybe a party they made. It might have just been a party they threw. I think it was their wedding. It was a party for their wedding, my mom said. And it says, good times, good friends, good cheer. Irene and Jim are glad you're here. All right? This is so old, this napkin, it like feels like it could fall apart, you know? But shout out to my mom and dad. I'm in their beautiful home. My dad bought this house in like 1985. It's a beautiful 1,400 square foot salt box. Just a pretty, beautiful little home. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's perfect. It's exactly what you need. And it heats with 2 wood stoves nicely at night. I spent every summer in this house. You know, I never grew up in no mansion. I never, but I didn't need it. I had a tent out back with my dog. I was the happiest kid. I was reading Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn, and I might as well have been Huckleberry Finn, man. And all my other friends were like, I don't know what they were doing, playing in the city on a fire hydrant or something. And I was outside in a tent with my dog and my little fake rifle. And I was living the world, man. And then my dad got me a moped. I had a little sailboat. I had the world, man. My dad was the best. May God bless my father and my mom. The older I get and the more I teach and talk and learn, the more blessed I believe I was, man. And the more I realized the error of my ways when I wasn't always so grateful for everything in my life. And so I want to show God that I could have been better by being better now and saying, you know what? I could have been more grateful. I could have been far more grateful. I didn't know the errors of my ways. I was young. I was ignorant. I was naive. But, no excuses. And now I realize the power of gratitude and where it could take you and how it can really change your life on a massive scale. Like, you start a little bit of gratitude and you'll see your life change in a major way. In a major, major way. So shout out to my mom and dad. God bless each and every one of them. And this is interesting. We got a 618 bounce off the Golden Pocket, possible racing company. I call these racing company handles because it looks like the Nike sign. But I'm ching. I got to get that. But yeah, that's a racing company handle. We gave you the long, and the long for this morning. Still in the money on that 5-minute time frame that we started getting into earlier too as well. That rebounced off of the 200 MA and continued to rip though. But what a day. What a day for Bitcoin. Shout out to everybody kicking it with me. And let's rock it out. So, are there any coins worth looking at? Is there any action in the day today? We'll take a look. We'll take a look for you. We're going to head on into crypto bubbles. All right. We're going to go to a few places, but crypto bubbles is the first place. And we're going to take a look at them bubbles. Wall up 18%. Form, another coin that I spoke about this morning, up 8% on the day. For the week, Form up 14%. Crow up 22% with that talk with, Trump and an ETF. Every other coin really suffering on the week. Even cake, Zcash and EOS. And I saw Monero too, interesting enough, kind of in an uptrend. But today, a nice bounce in all coins. Could it have been the bottom? Did you buy the bottom? Or were you in fear? I got to buy the fear. I bought Bitcoin last night on the live stream, right? We'll see what happens. So we're watching this rising wedge. Rising wedges break down 68% of the time. But when you're parabolic and things are going your way, you can just get a run up. It's basically 2 rising wedges, though. You see, it's a bigger one and a smaller one. You see that? The bigger one just has a bigger target. About the same, really, though. But can you get to 85.5 on a massive move to the upside? It doesn't have to go that way, too. It could flatten out. And it could flag out here like so, and then it could pump out the flag. It's all about really how the 21 comes into action with price. If we come up here, that's great. If we lose the 21 somewhere here, we could drop down to the point of control. And then it's, they may just be giving it back. It is a false move Monday, so be careful. They could easily just false move us. That's why you always want to just, be hesitant. I don't only have, light at risk here, right? I'll lose, what, 250 on it. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right. Talking about the moon candles and all sorts of fun stuff. Gratitude first, always. My legs carry me, my eyes see, my ears hear, and my breath fills my lungs. Every step I take is a blessing. Today will be a great day. And we know it's going to be a great day because we make it as such. And beautifully said Jason Casper. God bless you, my friend. Good morning, said Coins Chick. Wise said good morning. Silvano Vieira, my artwork. Gratitude. I love this. Grounding yourself in gratitude like this sets the day, perfect tone for the day. Nothing is promised, so appreciating little things is really a superpower. 100%. 100%. Gold. We're going to talk about gold in a second, too. Getting that massive move to the upside. I mean, just a strong, strong move. A strong, strong move. I was about to be like, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so Bitcoin's still looking bullish to me. The daily really crushing it. And so I really want to stay on this idea of the bigger time frame here. All right. Oh, no. No. Wow, it looks like we're, if you know what I found, man, if you just never take a day off of price action, you're going to be awesome. Like, you're going to be good at it. Like, you're going to find pockets in time that other people just didn't know existed. I really wanted to look at this just on the daily. Let me BTC USDT on Coinbase. Even MEXC is fine. But yeah, I just want to wow, that daily candle's great. And we needed that. I mean, and it was a 618. The charts don't lie. Men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. So while we have this pumping and everything's going our way, what a beautiful move. And we showed you the cup and handle, inverted head and shoulder. We did all that. If you're still confused, you're jumping into Bitcoin, jump into the back side of the stream, the beginning of the stream. Right now, Bitcoin, we really cover it. We break it down. And we're kind of where we are now. So, and wow, Bitcoin, ripping. Let's take a look here. The short squeezing. And we showed you 84,000 looks likely. No one believed me. No one listened, but that's what was going down. Look at all this red up here. Likely we're going to nail those shorts. Those are people that went short, and those are their liquidations, okay? They didn't use a stop loss, so we can see. They don't think we can see them. I can see them. They're like, how does Sam know where my stop loss is? Well, maybe you should get BOOKMAP and find out. I'm trading with inside information with the whales. Do not trade when there's a bunch of, they're going to squeeze. You don't want to, if you open up a short right in here, thinking you're going to win, they're likely going to squeeze you. You don't want to be inside of this squeeze when brrr. It looks like it's getting violent. 84,765. Bitcoin getting a daily candle. This daily candle is a bullish engulfing candle. You can put this entire candle inside of it times 10. This thing is mooning. 83,000. There go the liquidations. We just saw them pop up. A bunch of liquidations just came in. Look at this. These are all liquidations. Boom, 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 boom. 126,000. 4 accounts liquidated. 10,000, 3 accounts liquidated. 40,000, 6 accounts liquidated. Bang. Liquidations. And this is what I love about my liquidation. It shows me who got liquidated and where. Man. And they showed us the liquidity up there to the upside. Now, I mean, we are getting far away from the 21-day moving average. It's telling me that, we're going to have to get a pullback at one point. What I'm looking for is just, today to kind of just keep doing its thing sideways on the smaller time frames, the daily to maintain. and everything kind of starting to, kind of get back into shape here. The 4-hour 200 MA is not too far away. We get back above that, baby. And again, the bullish divvy on the 4-hour that we discussed last night and this morning, the 618 retracement, the cup and handle, the falling wedge. And that's why I stay open-minded. Anything could happen. What a move on a Monday morning here to the upside for Bitcoin. What a move. What a move. Unreal. And I already sold a previous wick at about 83.5, around right where we're at this morning, or no, not that. Let me see. Where was it? Let me see the 5 minute. Where was that? 83.152. You know what I mean? So I'm not jonesing. I'm excited that I'm still reeling off the move that I made this morning, and so grateful God gave me that pump to the upside. Imagine making $573 in your house in your pajamas. More than most people. I didn't have to leave my house. I didn't have to go to work. I'm actually traveling right now. You could do it anywhere, anytime, as long as I brought a monitor. I like to bring what I need. I have a pretty nice setup. I make sure I check a bag, and JetBlue, I became Mosaic, and I fly JetBlue whenever I can. And so you get like privileges with JetBlue when you fly them all the time, and they give me like heavy, up to 80 pounds, check bags, 2 check bags for free, all sorts of cool stuff that other airlines just do not offer me. Sounds like I'm giving a plug for JetBlue. They should send me a free flight at this point. I mean, I'm over here, talking about you guys over here. Also, you gotta love the in-flight entertainment every time. I'm done. I'm not shilling JetBlue. Let me tell you about that JetBlue special. Get the credit card today. No, it's a joke. Imagine though, I'll affiliate with JetBlue. I mean, I got to travel to all the different conferences around the world. We're going to Dubai. We're doing all sorts of fun stuff. You got to fly Emirates, really, though, when you go to Dubai. Out of Orlando. That's the key. So another good thing living in Florida, you got all these different airports. Not, Orlando 2 hours away, Tampa an hour. It's pretty sweet. I mean, this is a rising wedge. This could definitely dump. I see some bearish divvy here. RSI spinning down, pushing down. We'd have to stay sideways. Kind of key that we hold support or resistance. The level that I'd like us not to go back below today is 82,950, 83K. Be nice if we can continue this rally to the upside. The 1 hour, the daily just really wants to keep the meat and potatoes running. And we get this beautiful pump to 85,500. That's all I'd want. If the daily candle closes right now, we're good. I mean, it's a huge daily candle. What a move. But we've had many before. It doesn't mean anything. We got to get back above that 200 MA. I'll tell you what, though, when you're away from the 21 and the 200, that's usually like, when you're going to come back down. Look, this looks like a head and shoulder pattern. People would, it's funny. People agree more with bearish patterns than they do with bullish ones because they've beaten the human mind down, and a lot of newbie traders are just coming out of like the matrix programming. And so like, we believe that things are going to happen horribly to us and we're not going to make it and they want us poor. And so, that's a head and shoulder that wants to dump for Bitcoin. A beautiful gap of the VRVP. You can see liquidity back there. I mean, man, you go below that 200 MA, you're going to dump so hard, right? And so Bitcoin looking so bearish. Oh my gosh, to the downside, right? It looks absolutely horrible. And again, it looks like we just really couldn't get that. I mean, the bulls tried all they could. They just couldn't couldn't push the price any longer, no matter how hard. But everybody, wait. I'm upside down. I just pulled the trick on you. I pulled the trick on you. No, but shoulder, head, right shoulder. Could this be the winner chicken dinner to the upside here for Bitcoin? And only time will tell. We'll see. We will see. I still see that liquidity up to 84,000. 83.8. Nothing has still changed for BOOKMAP there. Still building a pretty good base up to liquidate the shorts. So, and you can even see something up there. It's not amazing. But there's a battle right now around 83K. And so far, so good. This could reverse and turn into a nasty day. Mondays are crazy. Do not overtrade. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. I'm not a financial trader, but a financial advisor, but I would not overtrade. No reason to do that. Let's jump into our baby gold. I traded gold on and off for years before I even knew what Bitcoin was. Gold has been my baby. I talked about this flag breaking out. I showed it to you before it happened. We went over this. I went over this flag before it broke out. I hit this, and this flag gave me the measured move, which is the length of the pole, which told me where gold was likely going to go, which I did. I had my target right there, 29,950, 3,000, and then this flag, and then boom. This flag had a target here. This is how you trade. It's just a measured move after measured move. When something's bullish, you just keep eating. And gold hit an all-time high, $3,121 an ounce. And I'm telling you, they're printing money to the point of no return. No one's see, while everything happens around us, and they keep showing you that Bitcoin's this and that, and they did the same thing for years, man, back when Bitcoin was 3,000. They made everyone so afraid of the market and scared and acted like Bitcoin was an asset that will dump, just like the S&P. But everyone reminds you that like Bitcoin halves every 4 years, and the dollar keeps pumping, man. The dollar keeps pumping. Eventually, there's slowly kind of showing a possible bit of BERA div there. It's starting to get a little more crazy, like a rising wedge 2 type of idea. But still bullish. I see the target at 32,237 for gold. And there's trades on gold on the small time frame. People trading gold on the 1 minute right now. Look, if you cross the 1 minute and put a stop loss on the other side, nailed it. My strategies are tried and true across multiple time frames. And what does this mean? If Bitcoin's pumping and gold is pumping, it means the dollar index is dumping. All right, so we're going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance. We're going to take a look at Tether dominance. We're going to take a nice deep dive today and give you some awesome insight into what's happening into these markets. Bitcoin is starting to dip a little bit, 83,392. And again, I want to see it mellow out, go sideways here, start making a flag. Got too far for the 21 on the bigger time frames, even the 1 hour. Give it some time to chill out here and start to possibly flag out. At least out of this smaller flag, too. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. I just like music. Music keeps me happy. Music keeps me moving. It's all about the music every single time. 11-11, make a wish. On 331, baby. Let's go. Let's go. So gold. I mean, possible shoulder head, right shoulder there. I can see that, but I'd see it just getting tighter. And getting its next bigger move to the upside to 3,136. Look at that shoulder, head, right shoulder for gold, just like Bitcoin. And they blasted. Cup and handle. Sammy cup and handy, right? Bang. Money printer. It's the same thing. It's the same algo over and over again. I've taught you it. You've learned it now. The 200 MA, the crossings, the patterns, the Fibonacci's, it's all there. And I teach this every single week. I'll be teaching this Saturday. Okay, I can't wait to teach class. Like I wasn't able to do it this week, so I can't wait to teach class. Jump on and hit the QR code to jump into class with the lifer. I will be suited up. I'll be ready to go. We'll have a blast. I can't wait to see you there. Hit the QR code. I'm going to tell you a lot about my life story. I'm going to teach you about where I came from, who I am, what happened to me, and how I got into Bitcoin. And then we're going to go from there. I'm going to give you a PowerPoint and 9-point checklist to show you how I get in and get out of trades, what I'm looking for, why. And it's going to change the way you look at charts for the rest of your life. I don't think you'll ever be the same. I'm pretty sure most people say, wow, man, that class, I'll never be the same. Let's take a look at the S&P futures as well as the CME gap there for Bitcoin. We have one up there. Looks like we may go close that gap. So a little bit of a bounce for the S&P here. So you're telling me there's a chance. So let's take, come on now. Let's take a look here on the S&P. So it wasn't a bear flag, but could it be making, maybe a cup and handle here, a higher low for the bounce? Doesn't look amazing. The stochastics say more downside, so be careful. The S&P doesn't look amazing. It's not getting as much love as gold and Bitcoin right now. Let's take a look at the 1 hour though. Yeah, exactly. So it's bouncing, not as strong as Bitcoin. You look at the S&P on the daily, and it's not getting that, So right now, a little lack of correlation here. between the S&P and Bitcoin. S&P still looking a little more bearish. It is getting a bounce, but not nearly as strong as BTC. We take a look at the NASDAQ. So it tells me that people are running into, they're seeing inflation continuing. And they're running into gold and Bitcoin. Honestly, Michael Saylor bought more Bitcoin. He's having a conference more. Why would you hold cash on the balance sheet at this point if the dollar keeps dropping? And and why would you buy your own stock buybacks now? Buy your own stock back. Why? Well, the S&P's dumping. So instead of buying your own stock, why wouldn't, with the buybacks, why don't you buy Bitcoin with your capital? Sounds like a great idea. Or at least diversify 10 to 20% of your corporate capital into BTC. If you're going to hold cash on the sidelines, and I'm not telling anyone what to do, I'm just explaining the facts here, like going over the money. But this looks like it's a continuation of a dump. You did lose the 200 MA. For whatever reason, Bitcoin got a bit of a bounce, and it doesn't mean it's going to survive right now because it's, I'm not saying it's amazing. But so while the NASDAQ today did not react like BTC, however, it looks like Bitcoin may be front-running the NASDAQ. Let's take a look. Did you have the same? You got the bullish divergence Bitcoin has on the 4-hour, but you have it on the 1-hour time frame. So you got some strong bullish divergence here. Likely a bounce is coming for the NASDAQ, in my humble opinion. NASDAQ likes to react to divergence very, very beautifully. You do have a resistance at 97,279, but I would be looking for a type of bounce here off this divvy. It's a very strong divergence on the NASDAQ. Let's take a look at the DXY. Very important. We're taking a look at the dollar index and see what's happening each day. So the DXY on the daily was in a bear flag. I wanted it to drop to the downside. Wow, DXY pumping with Bitcoin. Interesting. That would make sense. So the DXY is pumping. Stocks are kind of like in between because stocks don't do well when the DXY is pumping. And then Bitcoin can go up or down. Bitcoin can lately dumped and pumped with the dollar. And now, honestly, Trump likes us, Trump could give a stronger dollar when it comes to tariffs. If the tariffs are set right and we get some removed too as well. On top of that, Trump is backing Bitcoin. So it almost is like a Trump asset day. It's a day where is Trump bullishly holding up the dollar and Bitcoin in a way, but the markets are, hurt because they can't go up if the dollar's going up, really. They have to lose a little bit of value if the dollar gains back some value on those assets. So here's the deal. What's happening? Well, the daily looks like it's going to continue to dump. So what we need to find is some type of bearish retest here. But so let's take a look. Deep dive it on the 1-hour, and you've gotten above the 200 MA. So here's the deal for the DXY. You want this to kind of come off as a bearish retest, which it almost looks like it is with the wick there, and fumbled on further to the downside, right? It's also doing what Bitcoin did, right? It's got the cup and handle with the bounce. It almost looks like you're going to get a bounce with the DXY and BTC. Gets back inside this pattern. It could break out again. Maybe it bounces just for the bearish retest, and then it slumps down. But it does say that there's going to be a couple days of pumpage, or not a couple days, a couple hours, 4-hour, I'd say, 16 to 20 hours possibly of a move back to this 200 MA here for the DXY. So interesting. Watch your stocks, but buy gold and Bitcoin. Gold and Bitcoin pumping together. Maybe Bitcoin's making a final statement of what it's really here for. Because this is bullish. And this flag is it's exactly what I'm looking for today when I'm looking for reversals. And I didn't think, you never know when you're going to get a bullish day. And that's why I show up every single day with a positive mindset and a positive attitude. I didn't think I was going to make 579 this morning. I didn't know what was going to happen, but I believed in myself. Last night I went to bed in the fire, traveling, thinking of my mom and dad. My dad built this beautiful garage. I think I'll make a video about it on X or something just because it's worth talking about. My dad was so awesome. And I'd like to show a piece of who my dad was maybe and give it back to the world. But, he was like, he lived in so many ballrooms around the country and he thought America was beautiful. As an iron worker, he had to travel from Montana to Mobile, Alabama, to Chicago, to Santa Barbara. And he saw the country. When I was a kid, they rented an Airstream trailer, put it on the back of a big van, and took me and my sisters all around the country. I was 3 years old. I don't remember it, but there's pictures of maybe even 2. And there's pictures of me at the Four Corners in New Mexico. And he took us with him while he worked. My dad, man. My dad was a warrior. He was not afraid. Even when death came, he wasn't afraid of death. Like, he looked me dead in the face. He's like, you can do that when I die. Like, and I was like, Dad, man. He's like, I'm going to die pretty soon. He looked at me. He's like, you know I'm dying, right, Sam? 2 months before he died, he told me, you know I'm dying, right? I said, I know, Dad. I know. Like, and they shook. I was like, hardest thing in your life to say goodbye to your parents. But, like, you know, as you evolve spiritually, you realize that even you are going to. And so what is there to cry for when you are also going to go and meet them again in another realm, in another place? I know I'm a spirit. I know I'm not just a human. I know there's so much more to me than just this body, shape, and frame. And there has to be. I cannot just be this biological brain that, you know, there's so much more to my heart, soul, and spirit and what makes me tick than just my brain. Like, I got this intuition inside of me that makes me vibe, that makes me feel. I have a high frequency, like, that's my soul. That's my grind. There's something to me bigger than me. I know it. I feel it in my heart. And it connects with my parents every day. Like, they always loved me. They never left me. They've always been there from day one, man. You know, my trades are looking pretty bullish today. Looks like we may get this move here. I don't know what this is, but it looks bullish. The charts just switched to this. I have no idea what it is. IPISC. TCS Holdings. I have no idea what this is, but that looks so bullish to me. That's so funny. But look what Bitcoin's doing now. And I don't mean to be, you know, somewhat emotional, but I'm back where my parents both passed away. I'm in that house, you know, and it's just such a vibe, man. My wife's not here, my kids, I'm not in Florida, I'm back in Massachusetts. It's just such a vibe, man. My wife's going to be here today. She's on a plane right now. And I miss my family, man. So tight moving averages, man, I like what I'm seeing here for Bitcoin. And I know this is crazy, but see, that is a cup. And that's a bit of a handle. And, like, no one would see it that way but me. Right? I don't think so. Maybe someone else. But there's vibes, man. And again, that's a stretch. I don't like, you know, it is a stretch. Like, that is a bit of a stretch. Weird. The handle won't let me move it like normal. Usually there's, like, you can grab the middle part. You know what I mean? Like, I can grab this. Yeah, it wouldn't let me do it. I don't know what I grabbed there. The arc, I guess, and not the curve. So, yeah, there you have it. I mean, there's still a chance here. We're getting some, I mean, I like what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing 84,685. I could be wrong. I'm wrong many times. I mean, just because I say something doesn't mean I'm right. You know, don't call me a genius because I win the trade. Don't call me a loser because I lose it. This is just a piece of my data set over time. Just watch me every day. If I help you over time, if the knowledge that I'm giving you makes sense, then that's all. There's a lot of ups and downs, a lot of people that say this and that, but at the end of the day, I show up every day. And if it can help you in some way, shape, and form, then you got it. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Shout out to the Super Chats. Thank you for the love. Let's take a look at the Super Chats here on the fan funding on this beautiful live stream. "4 months, brother, every day, every night. Let's go, Sammy. We will set the generational wealth for our families." Shout out to Low Song Cryptos. We love you, man. "Hey, Sam, will you look at GST, please? Thank you and your team. Have a nice day." Marlene. I love you, Marlene. "Gold is so expensive, my local pawn shop can barely keep up with the capital needed to buy people's physical gold." So crazy, you see? Gold's ripping, man, and we always knew it would. Always knew it would. I was a big component of gold for a long time. I kept telling everyone to get some gold and silver. I was buying gold and silver like you read about. GME pumping. And this is a tiny little, like, meme coin on MEXC, but dang. I don't own any of it. Just want to make that clear. Let's take a look at GST. And it's on Binance. It's on MEXC, Avagoche. And, you know, when the market starts to rip, Ave starts to take charge. When Ave takes charge, Ava Goche, right? Yeah. Yeah, man. You're spot on. And look at that. I mean, that thing's on a run. Looks like it's going to head to 71 cents. I like the vibes right now. This track has got a little, it's got that Bronx freestyle vibe to it. I hope you're having a wonderful day out there in the internet. Shout out to all my beautiful people that are crypto lifers. Shout out to Robert Canelo throwing down 99 yesterday to help another lifer after I met him for lunch. May God bless you, man. Thank you so much for everything. Yesterday you told us it would dip to 72. Now it's pumping. Rip my shorts. I have no idea what you're talking about. I have a trading group. I was up last night. I was in there this morning. You got to be on the group, man. I do an update every night and every morning. 12 hours went by since I was live, and then I made an update, so I don't need to hear it. And I also told you I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. I have no idea where it's going to go. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was right. I don't know. All I know is I made money this morning trading it. We found that inverted cup and inverted head and shoulder yesterday that played to the upside too as well. What is that, Sunday morning or Monday? Yeah, or that was Saturday morning. Yeah. You got to be in the zone, bro. Yeah. 2 winning trades today, man. Shout out to my man. Shout out to Rave Song Records, man. We love you. God bless you, brother. I tell everyone I usually win my trades when I'm traveling. I don't know what it is. It's like God blesses me. Wants me to have a good day. Keeps me on the regular. Crazy, there's arbitrage out here too, though, right? This thing is ripping now. Bitcoin 777s on BITUNIX. And it looks like this trade is going to start pumping hard. This one's up 96 now, adding to the gains. 28% gains on BITUNIX. And what I attempt to give you gains every single day on this channel. I like that. That's fresh. We don't like the bear, though. He's smoking an L, basically, though. It's not even a cigar. That's crazy. The Doge, these are awesome, man. You got to like it. Like, every exchange should put a lot into these. Like, do a lot of them. I mean, everything has an attitude. It attracts a different personality. That's all in the marketing. I think it starts pumping hard in the next 4-hour candle, you think, right? You know what people say they think? I don't want to be rude, but God bless you, man. Shout out to everyone that sent in the super chat right now. I really want to say thank you to Los. Grace Haggerty Real Estate, welcome to the Lifers. Are you serious? So Grace Haggerty sold me my home, man. She represented me. She's the buyer agent in the house that I'm closing on. And she became a lifer right now on the live stream. Are you serious? This is bugging me out, man. Like people that I meet in real life say they like the show, they like the attitude, they like what they're hearing, they want to be a part of it. I'm so blown away. It's amazing. Shout out to Grace for becoming an exclusive lifer and supporting the channel. You didn't have to do that, but you did. That will come back to you tenfold. You didn't have to do anything like that at all. Spend your time. Unbelievable. Grace, we love you. Thank you so much. You're one of the nicest people. I looked you up. You had good vibes. There was good energy there. I said, if someone could, if I got to do business with someone, this is someone cool. I'm also Irish. The Haggerty got me going. So, hey, slancha, as I always say. No one can complain about being in a short when price was at 83.5 this AM. Take profits. You are the opportunity. 100% official gym class podcast. We talked about it at 85,000. Went all the way back down to 99 clams a month. Amen. I like this guy. Love that I found you in this group. I can't wait for the course. God bless you, man. Can't wait to see you on Saturday. And I'm going to give you my exclusive how I trade. You're going to learn a lot here. Hit the QR code. People are charging $2,000 to $3,000 for these. I do it live. I could just sell the live. You can take the course if you miss it. $150, but it's live, man. I like to do it live because it's hard. It's not easy. And it takes a lot out of me. And, I want my work to feel like it did something. It's got to feel somewhat draining, I feel a little bit. It's got to be work. Work's got to be work. Like this live stream is not easy every single day for 1,585 days without a day off. Can you believe that? I can't. If I can't and I did it, then imagine, Yeah. All right, so Ghost Avagoche looks like it's pumping out of control. Let's talk about how much it's been ripping. I mean, it was just 40 cents, and it's now 62 cents. It's up 50%. You put 10 grand in there, it's up $5,000. I mean, that's insane. And it looks like it actually may continue to pump to the upside. Let's see if the percentage gains here out of Avagoche. I mean, 17% to 71 cents. That looks nice to me. I'll be honest, like, that has the lifer check. That's something that I think I would like to, to throw down on. I like this setup. The setup looks good, and the fact that it's been in a massive uptrend is just so awesome. Avagoche Ghost. All right. GHST. And I'm in my parents' house. This is just where my mom and dad raised me. This is where I came home to. This is where I got out of school and ran to the vineyard, where I knew I would have my tent, my dog, and the whole. I fell in love with nature as a kid. I had friends. I did, but most of my friends were people that loved nature. Like, if you didn't love nature like me, nature was like almost my number one love. It's weird. I was like almost more in love with nature than people. Like, I had to be outside. I had to be touching water. To this day, when I see water and I can't dive into it, it's like, oh, I need to jump in there. I want to touch all that nature has for me, the sand in my toes, the dirt in my hands, the leaves, the trees, the breeze. I like the bugs. I like it all, man. I like it all. I like it all, baby. Oh, wow, you grew up in Martha's Vineyard? Yeah, I did. In the summer, every summer I came here. Yep. Shout out to Jennifer Moffitt. Get some of that good Boston pizza. Boston pizza, you guys are funny. I don't know if Boston's really known for its pizza, but hey, if you say so. I never felt that, but New Haven, Connecticut, I guess that's like the pizza spot. So let's take a look here. The 1 hour just pumped super hard. It's way away from the 21-day moving average. This is likely going to go sideways here and have to catch up to the 21 at one point. Maybe we continue to pump. It's rare. We could just continue to get flushed. The daily could just go on a tear and flush. So far, the daily's been on a massive move. But it is Monday, and I'm always cautious. So just be careful. All right. I live in Florida and kept my 508 number. Shout out to Benjamin Coles. That's so cool, man, because I would meet you, and I'd be, wait, you have a 508? You're from the Cape? Imagine the day Sam discovered not to wear any pants. Nah, man, you got to wear pants every day. Look, I got pants on. That's what I love, too, about being here on the stream. You never truly know on the other one, but here on the stream, you'll know. Like, I love wearing khaki pants, too, with, like, a nice jacket like this. It's just such a look. And no shorts. I mean, it's cold out here, man. Must you know the designers? No, I'm just joking, man. I don't care. Clothes don't matter. I dress nice because I think that's respectful. The stream does well. It's a successful stream. I started from nowhere. It kept doing its thing. All you awesome people are here. Like, it's just a blessing to be alive. So I just feel like I should dress nice. People dress nice for weddings. There's like 2,000 people here. There's more. I've seen weddings with 300, 400, 500 people. 2,000 people at a wedding's a pretty big wedding. I got 2,000 people here watching. Why wouldn't I dress nice? Every time I was around that many people at a big event, I usually dress nice. So, I don't know. To me, this stream's a pretty big deal every single day, and I respect it with all my life, love, and happiness. So why wouldn't I dress with with everything I got and give it my all? So that's why I dress nice on the stream. I love y'all. Mountain Valley Spring Water, the best water in the game. This is really, it's tested more. It's been a spring since like 1871. The most trusted water in the world, man, right here. I believe out of Arkansas. The Wichita Mountains, man. Shout out to the beautiful people here on the live. So Bitcoin getting a bit of a pump back to the upside. If you're out and you're missing out, I don't know what to tell you, but there's a strong move here for Bitcoin, and we took gains today. Shout out to the lifers. They were able to pay their way today already and paid themselves. And no, put your hand up if you're not going to give back your gains today. You're taking names and kicking butt. You're not going to give back your gains. You're taking names and kicking butt. You set your parameters, you set your risk, you're ready to go nonstop, ready to rock. Let's take a look at BERA chain, which kind of held its own for a while, did pull back, but it kind of rings a bell to me as something that may be able to hold its own. Wow, we had that beautiful, what a trade. In there at 847, it did pump all the way to 890. I mean, that's a beautiful trade. Let's take a look here if there's really any more gas in this tank or what's happening to BERA. Wow, it came right back down to support on the daily. I would pull a Fibonacci there and see what's up. Falling wedge too as well. A heavy resistance at this key level, but it is starting to cup and handle with a nice retracement. I want to see that daily pull back. Let's see how the 4 hours looking. Very oversold in the 4 hour. Here's the deal. I like what I'm looking at right now. These are setups I really like, and let me explain why. When the 4 hour closes the candle above this yellow line, that's the 200-day moving average, right? When we get above the 200, we're likely to get a continuation to the upside, likely all the way up to the next bigger zone of liquidity. When I look at the VRVP, you can see there's a nice gap here, meaning if we get above this point of control, which we are right now, we're likely to gap up to this bigger level of liquidity, somewhere at 80 to 88.25. So BERA is now showing signs of a possible move back to $8.25. It's not guaranteed. It's not saying it's going to happen for sure. Now, if I could get in now for an aggressive entry, you can see the market's starting to get a bounce too. Could crypto be the, and the dollar, there's something brewing today. It seems like there's a change in the guard. Also, we're waiting for the M2 money supply. I think it came in. And M2 money increasing. That money's going to flow into cryptocurrency and all sorts of different places as well. So it's just something that happens. It's something that happens. Wow. Shout out to the travel studio, man. I really love it. God bless, the technology in this world that lets us do the things we do these days. You couldn't do any of the stuff I'm doing even 20 years ago. Like, right? Isn't that crazy? 15 years ago, maybe even this would be a little like that. What I'm doing right now, 15 years ago would have been almost, which super chats didn't exist 4 years ago. So you put that in your mind and think, what? Like a brand new business model erupted and everything changed. And YouTube just continued. I remember YouTube 15 years old. That's all it is. 15 years old is YouTube, man. And it wasn't even that established when it first came out. Shout out to all the new subscribers and the super chats. Please subscribe to the channel. On our way to 100,000 subscribers, you get a plaque. It's a huge milestone. The algorithm starts to pick you up again. A lot more. There's a big move there. Really appreciate if you get me up to that move. So BERA chain, I like what it's doing here. This could be something worth it. I'm not in it right now, but I'm looking for opportunity. A bounce here and a bounce off the 618 Fibonacci level could really get us here, and a bounce here. I mean, this could get back to 1050. I'll be watching BERA chain pretty closely. What I'm actually going to do is put in a ray here. What do we show? I think it was Alt G, and I'm just going to bring this right there. I'm going to put an alert on this. If we cross that line, I would like to know. All right. Bring it down a little bit more. See the alert on it? If we close a candle above that on the 4-hour time frame, it's going to tell me that there's possibly some good moves coming out of BERA chain. Follow me at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. Always tweeting, always talking, having a blast, showing you things about the moon. I put a video out about how the moon phases really change the way we trade, and it's pretty interesting. Definitely something you want to check out if you can. So we've kind of covered Bitcoin today. It's likely we're going to get some type of pullback on the 1-hour time frame. We don't want to lose some key levels. We'll go over those again one more time for you before we jump on out of here. And let's kind of bring this full circle now. DXY gold, S&P futures, NASDAQ futures. Okay, so we can see there's somewhat of a decoupling here from cryptocurrency and traditional markets at the present moment in time. Let's take a look at XRP, which was in a nasty head and shoulder pattern that looked like it was going to dump to the downside pretty bad when I last looked at it, right? Shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. Like it just... I don't know. That looks pretty bearish to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but that looks like it's going to dump. I don't know why or what's happening there. And the chance it bounces, I guess you could say it's a quadruple bottom, and it's on its way to the upside. You know, the bullish person would have to be, no, it's a falling wedge, and that's about to break out. It's just retesting. It's a massive bull flag. And I'd be like, all right. That's why I just wouldn't trade it unless it got above the 4-hour 2 MA, and then I would swing it. See, my whole thing is everyone thinks they have to fall in love with coins now. I'm like, why not just swing them when they get above key high probability levels and walk away? This could be what I do for the rest of my life. Like, I'm not doing anything else. That's what I'm going to be doing for the rest of my entire life. You see what I'm saying? Let's take a look at Fiat Link. What is flying at us too as well? So we got a big Bitcoin buy coming in there. Tether. We got some Uniswap. We'll take a look at Uniswap in a second. Decentralized. We'll look at Chainlink too. I want to see what Chainlink's doing. We'll take a look at Ethereum. Is it finally getting a bounce? H-bar coming in there nicely. Some Litecoin getting bought up. Avalanche, some big Avalanche buys. More Chainlink. There's some Sonic. Previously Phantom. We'll take a look at Sonic. We'll take a look at Chainlink. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff I want to take a look at. I gave all my AVAX. So boring, man. It's a great chain, but price action on that thing is cooked. Like, it'll probably go back to 120, 130 if we're lucky, but who knows. Cardano in with the government, right? So that's just, you know, Algorand right there. More Bitcoin, some Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin. Massive Bitcoin buys right there just flowing in. Doge coming in there. XRP. This is Fiat Leak showing you where the fiat is leaking. Bitcoin's 4-year cycle, dead or just evolving. I think so. You could tell there's something different to the cycle this time. We started on that monthly for a reason today. Kind of extended those ideas. Let's take a look at Chainlink and see what's happening to Chainlink. I've got a pretty good stake in Chainlink. I'd like to see it eventually, you know, do what it's supposed to do. And make me some massive gains. So Chainlink still holding what to me looks like a beautiful uptrend. So it didn't lose its trend, thank the Lord. Some things have, right? I don't mean to do that, but like, you know, it's good that it hasn't lost the trend. You know, a lot of things have. So we just want to see Chainlink just keep this trajectory and just, you know, continue on its merry way back to the upside. It's at an 886 retracement. If I take the wicks right here too, you know. Shout out to the super chat. Thank you so much. And we're going to watch the balls jump in the jar there. Boom. Oh, a little explosion. But thank you for jumping. Thank you for throwing that down. That's very, very nice of you. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Much appreciated. May God bless you, man. Thank you. And we take this show on the road. Can you believe it? They even lost my equipment, and we still had the show going. I had my microphone. I didn't have my mic stand, but I had it in a box with some books on it. I had no keyboard. So I used my laptop keyboard. Everything worked out. I mean, God has a plan. God has a plan. And every time God has a plan, I go forward and I continue to move, man. Shout out to the views. Look at the views. You don't think it follows me? Look at the views. 777s, quadruple sevens. Who gets sevens like that, man? Only me. Every time. That's my dad smiling down on me saying, Sammy, I love you, brother. My dad was the 777 king, man. He spent time at the sevens. He loved 77. He had it on his car. His last car. He put 2 sevens on it. 77, baby. Something about the Irish. They like the 7, man. Lucky sevens. It's always been the way. So, Chainlink. If Bitcoin gets this bounce, Chainlink breaks above the weekly 200 MA, and that could start a move. Low, high, finally a higher low for Chainlink with oversold stochastic. It can almost be looked at as a cup and handle. Right? You can see like a high side. We call these ascending cups, but like the right side of the cup is higher than the left. Chainlink back to 35. I mean, I'd be a happy man. Funny, today I'm seeing some movement in the market. It doesn't look so bearish like it did the last few weeks, but it is just a day. Best channel for TA and mental training. I don't get it. Charts are screaming dump and we pump. I don't know. I don't think the charts are screaming dump. We had a bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame last night. That's not a screaming dump. We had a retracement back to the 618 Fibonacci. I mean, that's not a screaming dump, man. Yeah, like, you interpreted the dump, but you got to take it one step, one candle at a time. Shout out to Los on Cryptos, Marlene, JV, Infinite Growth, RC Moore, and Jay Bella, best channel for TA and mental training. He threw it down today. Jay, we love you, man. God bless you. You got to stay positive every single step of the way. No matter what happens, you got to keep building. You got to keep pushing. You can't let them get you. Sammy, the S&P, the NASDAQ is pumping the same as Bitcoin. Possibly the reason Bitcoin is pumping. Let's look at the 1-minute chart. They weren't, though. The daily ripped on Bitcoin, and they weren't ripping. So they're not the same. We just showed you in depth, my friend. I think you should listen to me. But anyway, do what you want. I'll show you when they're correlated. I'll show you when they're not. Just take a deep breath and let me show you the way, man. Let's take a look at Crypto Rank. Redstone, still on my radar, is something worth trading. I don't own any of it, so I don't care. But it just, And Walrus was an interesting thing that came out. Right? Wall. And actually still had some bumpage recently. So definitely worth looking at. ONDO holding the 70 and back to 79. ONDO, the only thing I would buy, as I talked about. Let's look at Grass. Grass may be worth playing recently as it got a pump back to the upside and Sui. I'm going to look at Grass and Sui. And I told you I would buy Sui. I would buy ONDO. I would buy Solana. And Solana's still holding gains now at 127. So, like, every time I'm about to panic sell. So, and this new one, Particle. Never heard about Party. The Particle Network. What is this brand new coin? Never heard of it. By Peng Gu Wang. Peter Pan is the CTO. Sure he is. Oh my gosh, that's all we need, right? Peter Pan, man. It's on Bighead, Gate.io, Binance, Bybit. Right? It's a modular chain abstraction infrastructure providing a seamless experience. A modular chain abstraction infrastructure. With one account, one balance, any chain. As an L1 solution for unifying all chains via universal accounts. Particle Network addresses Web3 users and liquidity fragmentation. See, that's how it's going to be. 4 years from now, 5 years from now, everything's going to be multi-chain at once. There's no such thing as going to have to switch chains. That's all. What we're doing all is very, very archaic, and people don't realize it. You're going to look back on what we did now and be like, you were like writing with a number 2 pencil, and we're going to be using a computer in 4 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people realize that's how archaic the wallets that we're using are now, and the way we use cryptocurrency. It's very, very, very new still. There's going to be enhancements that are going to change the way this whole program works, man. Bitcoin, I'm loving it. You know we're long. We'll go from there. The daily pumping. I gave you guys the call. We'll see what happens. I may lose, I may win, but I'm willing to go out there and show you my cards every single day without fail, without fear, and that's what makes it happen every single time, baby. Zeph looking interesting. A bit of a bounce here. Meter governance token just seeing some love around the table. Loom and Chainlink. Can you look up PEPE? I really appreciate all the horror work you and your wife and team put in. Help us. God bless you. Shout out to Jay Duff. We love you, Duff. God bless you. Let's take a look at PEPE, my friend. PEPE on MEXC. So PEPE got beat to the ground. Let's talk about it. But, when we first looked at PEPE, it's still up from when we first got in. We got into PEPE down here. I was in at 9. Thing went up huge. Anyway, the meme of memes, the coolest thing we've ever seen, PEPE. I mean, the weekly is low and pointing up and suggesting that it has bottomed. No real bullish divvy, though, to suggest that is such slight. I guess you could almost say, I'd call it carryover bullish div. You don't touch it. If you don't touch it, it's legit. If that would touch, you'd have to call that the divergence. It doesn't touch. There's a chance it is still hidden bullish, but it's very I've never seen that. And I'm just stretching the my boundaries here for what could be true. Okay, so now we see a major resistance here at 17. We know up here when we deal with that too, we'll get there. We see a pretty good resistance right there too. Right there and right there. And we seem to make it. We were on our way up there, but previous support became resistance, which makes sense. So, you first you make a low, then you come up and you hit resistance. That's the best thing that can happen to you. Then you come down and you make a higher low. Right? So PEPE looks on the daily like it's about to pump. This could be the beginning of, this could be the bottom. That could be the high, and that could be the first higher low in the set. And this could be the beginning of a new age for PEPE and everything, honestly. Like this, I know it's crazy. I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying could be. Everyone, when I say could be, then they claim that's what I said. She could be the one. You're going to marry her for sure. No, I said she could be the one. I didn't say she's the one yet. I said she could be. You know what I mean? Don't put words in my mouth. PEPE, and I'm just mad at people. Whoa. No, I like it. But PEPE here looks like it could do some damage. 50% gains for PEPE. The market looks interesting right now. And there's times when you get these reversals and it's all fun and games and people miss out. That's when they see all the gains we make, they run back. They run back near the top of even the local rally. Some people can stay through that, go down and still make it through if we have a bigger rally. But so this is the next local rally we're willing to take with the higher low here. And there's a chance it happens. There's a very good chance it happens. So I like what I'm seeing here for PEPE. Any more super chats, let me know as we go through altcoins, super chats, deep dives, even take a look at something that you may not have thought about. Let me know. I have an itchy nostril. It's annoying. I'm so sorry to do that live on camera. Gotta itch my nostril. I was not picking my nose. All right, I'm going to make that very clear. Shout out to everybody here. Bitcoin doing great. I just love what I'm seeing here for BTC. And I'm loving the movement. I'm going to clear my mind here in my head. So the 5 minutes like flagging out here, which is really nice. You're going sideways while the stochastic reset. I mean, that's a goal. That's what I look for every single time. That's what daddy loves, man. Sammy JP, right? So weird. My identity was my mom and dad. I loved them so much. And now when I'm out there, without my mom and dad, I just think of me like I'm free. I'm out there like it's just me. It's just interesting. Now my identity is like my wife and kids as a father. Like, you know, once you lose your identity as a son, I'm a brother and a father. I'm a brother. I'm here with my sister, man, and she made sure to come all the way from New York in a tiny, scary little box plane that could have like, she's gonna, you know. But I'm so excited, man. I got off the plane and there she was, waiting for her little bro, man. I'm still her little brother. 6 years her younger, you know. She still got to take care of me, man. 84,685 for Bitcoin. Nice little flag here. This 5 minute looks like it may make a move here further to the upside too. All right, I like what I'm seeing. And love your family, man. Your family's all you got. My dad said when I'm gone, you better love your sisters. You better be there for them. They're the only people that are going to be there for you. Remember that. And he was right. Who was there? Who was there to drop their whole life to make sure they were there when that plane touched down? My sister. In our 40s now, like we're getting older together, and like I never thought me and my sister would be in our 40s. Like never in a million years, man. Like in my 40s with my older sister, like. But it came. This time came, and my 60s will come, and my 70s will come. This time will go by faster than you realize, everybody. And you're all chasing money, want to become a multimillionaire and do it, and you're going to do it. If you put your mind to and tell yourself you're going to keep going till you make $1 million, then you're going to make $1 million. It's going to happen. Just don't give up. Keep reading books about multimillionaires. Keep studying how to better yourself. Keep finding ways. And forget about studying people that are multimillionaires. Study people that made opportunities for others. Study entrepreneurs that created jobs. How do I create jobs for others? That's how you make, don't chase the money, chase the result of the money. How can I change the world? What will it do if I go after this? How can I leave a lasting impression? Who were the great businessmen of their time, and what made them great? Because they created opportunity for millions, for hundreds of thousands of people over time. Look, this says 84,400 is still a likely area to go up to for BTC. So we still got liquidity to the upside here for Bitcoin. We still got liquidity. And thank you, J Duff, for PEPE. That was an interesting super chat. Really took us back and got us back into the zone. And honestly, we may be making our first higher low in this next move back to the upside. The bull run that hasn't happened yet, but will. You know, everybody claims. So I wouldn't go crazy trading altcoins right now, but there is some opportunity. Let's take a look at ONDO too as well. And I was saying, like, if ONDO doesn't bounce there, I don't know what to say on this 3-day chart, right? Look like there's lower low coming for ONDO. Like, it was in a bear flag. And, you know, you're just hoping that it holds that support. Like, that's its last chance. It's like a double bottom, basically. Or ONDO could easily come down and test. I mean, that's not last chance, but it will come down and test 57. And that's not going to be great. So, shout out to the $40 in chat revenue. You people are absolutely amazing. May God bless each and every one of you. It's very, very nice. You didn't have to give, but you did. And shout out to Lowe's Cryptos, Grace Haggerty, Marlene, JV, Ma B, Mad B, RC Moore, Infinite Growth, J Bella, J Duff, and all the beautiful people here on the live. God bless you all for jumping on in with the lifer. I hope you made some gains. Put a 333 in the comment if you made gains with the lifer on the live. If you made gains trading with me in the trading group today, let me know. Let me know. I know a J Duff from KC. Hey, you never know. Let's take a look at PEPPIN. That thing looks like it's dead in the doorknob, man. And look at all these 333s, these beautiful people that made gains with the lifer today. You guys actually made gains with me. Like we all get to go to bed. As long as you don't do anything silly, we go to bed tonight in gains. We wake up tomorrow, we do it again. You know, we are able to keep our gains and hold our gains. That's the key. All right? It could be definitely a dead cat bounce until we break. I'm 100% on that, Anchor. Yeah, and you can't get too excited about these types of moves. We could easily reverse. It's a false move Monday, too. Just be very, very careful, everybody. You know, that's why I'm not risking a lot today, as you can see. Just adding it to the top. I can't believe what I pulled off earlier today. I'm so blessed that it happened the way it did. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. My trigger long didn't open, so be it. Actually, so don't chase, man. Yeah, did you clean your belly button today, everybody? I didn't clean it today, no. I didn't take a shower this morning, so I have to be honest, no. It's kind of gross. I'll go do it now, though, at the end of the show. That's the first thing I'm going to do is go Q-tip it with some nice rubbing alcohol. You people are absolutely, this is insane. But hey, I had to be honest, man. I couldn't tell a lie. Last night I did in the shower. Pretty sure I might not have. I might have forgot last night. When I'm traveling, it's not the first thing on my mind, you know. But I'll make sure today now that you brought it up. So everybody, make sure you clean your belly button today, man. Don't be a weirdo out there. Oh my gosh. Can we get some crashes to the upside, please? I know, right? They crash us down. Let's crash the shorts for a couple days. So there's some action in the altcoins. One thing I want to look at is Uniswap. Just because it's that DEX on Ethereum. If Ethereum gets some love back, you think Uniswap will get some type of bounce. Ugh. Look at that. It lost such a key level and it was done. I figured it was going to invert a head and shoulder. I would only play the right shoulder. That's why you know it's bullish. You only trade what looks great. Don't look. I mean, it's got a triple bottom now. It's on very strong support, but man, $6 Uniswap. That's what it was like 4 years ago, 5 years ago. I feel like no, like at 2017, 2020. Yeah, when it first came out, 5 years ago. There it is at $6. I just can't believe it, man. It's crazy. Bitcoin struggling to hold 83,500. You know, it's kind of battling that zone, but it's still inside the flag sideways. So just when you look at price action, you'll get a little more freaked out. You look at the price, just the number of the price, but when you look at price action, you can see like, because you might see downward price, but look, that's a shoulder, a head, and a kind of a right shoulder. Still see a bit of a flag there. I see sideways price action on the 1 hour. Looks like the small time frames will chop around. The 1 hour will go sideways. come back to the 21-day moving average. We pump pretty hard. So, especially for a low volume Monday, just be careful. You know. Everyone, I'm going to jump on out of here for the night, for the day, no matter where you're watching me, afternoon, morning. But may God bless you. May you have a wonderful day. I did my job this morning. We made gains. I'll be looking through the trading group throughout the day, helping you guys out, looking at what I see. But mainly, I stay off the trades until Monday night about 6 p.m. That's when I start going hard again into Tuesday, into the liquidity. So watch out. We could get a nasty... I mean, I see a head and shoulder there right now. Shoulder, head, right shoulder. Looks like it's going to dump to the downside. I may even just pull off the trade. You know, move the stop loss to break even just in case. There's no reason to lose money if you've already won money today. People risk too much, more than they need to. I don't know why. I never see the point in it. You know? Like, you don't need to risk it if it, you know, an extra $50 to the 570 is great. So I think I'm going to move my stop maybe to break even. I'm going to take a look here. And I'll post it to the group. BOOKMAP still suggests we go to 84,000 with a bit of a short squeeze there to the upside. Not much liquidity anywhere else. So, trades up 44.44% on weeks. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate these beautiful 2 hours that you hang out with me every single day. I can't believe it that God gave us this. I don't even know what we created or how we created it, but it happened. And now I live this life every single day, so I'm going to continue to do so. Thank you so much for everything in this world. Thank you for each and every one of you supporting me, showing up every single day. I hope you made some gains. I hope you learned something. I'll be back tomorrow to continue to teach, continue to spread light, love, and happiness, and show you that if you show up every single day, if you push yourself, and if you believe in yourself, you can do it. And remember, no one's going to believe in yourself as much as you believe in yourself. Only you can truly do it. So you've got this. You can, you will. You are the best. And I leave you with the last thing. You know what the secret to success? Every single multimillionaire, every single real estate agent that made millions, every single person that ever nailed it. You know what the secret to success is? It's getting started. Now go. God bless. I love you.